So when I woke up, some of the 1980s Air Force, I think it was Air Force, were lost and found family members, phone calls about planning in special quiet places for what was going to be released out in the educational community as the acceptable verse, since it was the marriage to be of me and my betrothed. And that is a set pin done. Now, looking back, for the living for when I arrived, there was Mariah, who called herself Marie. There was my mom and her sisters. And then there was myself. Those are the three generations. I didn't have a great-grandmother that was alive, and I didn't have an Italian grandmother. She was only alive till I was 2. And they spoke Italian, so they didn't know the days of the week. But Mariah, I asked if she remembers, and she says, no, I mean, you learned it, you went to school, you learned it in school. Right, because here's the thing. Had Clifford been alive, I would have asked, like, on the farm, how do you know, like, is there just, I mean, like, does one day just blend into the next, and then you watch, like, I mean, there's got to be, like, you mark something off, but do you just go by month? I mean, do you go by column, by row? Is there another system? I mean, do you go by, like, I mean, I can tell time, and I can count on a chemistry table, but I'm different. So when did they change the days of the week? Because it was supposed to be Thor being my betrothed. He was supposed to be, like, the albatross schedule said he was to be the Epsilon, and he was Thor, and he came on Thorsday. I was to be Freya, and I was to be delivered on the 4 on a FREYADAY. And that was Thursday, Friday. So, like, they replaced it with Thursday, Friday. Does the capitulate end that holds together time and space in a zigzag formation for the SS, being star systems from, like, Triangulum elsewhere, that holds the, like, celestial calendar and, like, the Earth in an orbital groove that doesn't knock off and then, like, the atmosphere gets thin or doesn't exist, right? So in that Wednesday program of W-E, the NES, N-E-S, S, right? There's 2 of us. And then they put a day for the da, and then the gamma field for the Soviet size 4 team in wherever the super smart people are, because we don't like to piss off super smart star people. The Norwegians, and I know this, the Greeks, and I agree with the Russian Orthodox elsewhere in Basil, Basile, the Red Square, and whatever else, a macaw, a toucan Sam, and a Moscow with a gremlin and a kremlin. Right, so we don't crumble like pastries. Right, got it. Okay, so we had that conversation. So now, when time and space got torsion, where you guys didn't do anything in Humanville for 2 generations that had family here, in Mariah and in Linda's time period, the calendar on that trajectory scope coming in from terraforming the planet and trying to keep you idiots safe without harming the people, the bambinis, and the system, and then learning too much, and then getting curiosity is like a curse and like a really bad mentality and mental case for us to fix. So now, the calendar in America, which I can't confirm, I can deny that that was the name it was supposed to be on North America 50 postage stamps, because it was never supposed to be AMER, but whatever. I guess that was what you did when you changed the Thorsday and Freyaday to a Thursday, which is Hers Day, HUERS, for escalation of the habanero. That's a jalapeno, that hurts. On the calendar. Okay, so now, these are real things. There really are people you can call who really know these things. It's scary. I just don't know where they hide those people. And I know there's an importance of this at like Minority Report places. Don't know why when I went to I went to an elementary school in Lloyd Harbor. I just don't know what door I walked through in order to get to let's make a deal that I didn't know I was making with the devil called humans that were making other ups and decisions, really dangerous ghost and phantom places. I was just a little kid, and there was nobody watching the really dangerous scientist adults anywhere. So how are we gonna get just me and him happily ever after and never have to worry about the human things again? Can't I just go back to terraforming and pretend like whatever you wrote into your penalty box that you trapped me in, like, wasn't important because it's not, and we could just close this and go elsewhere like we had planned? Why am I trapped in your indiscretions and bad planning? And bad decisions and bad lies. Why am I stuck inside of that? I am the minority. I am, for which they write Minority Report, like, they write the before, like they look at the ancestors before them, which is actually what we call the future, and then they ask for forgiveness for things that they're doing now. So it's on record, so they don't get their kiddos in trouble where they can keep control. I'm not quite sure how they do it. I didn't say it was right. I'm just telling you how it works. Because that word before is my private word with my betrothed for Thorsday and Freyaday. Even though you changed it to Hers Day and Friends Friday, that's an indication of a major problem in timing and space and planning equipment and star equipment. I am, again, the minority. And there's a small majority of minority at the Eschilon, ECHILON top, that keep me in a penalty box and are now punishing me and like studying me like I'm some gorilla at the zoo. Why is that? When you are running out of air and I am like a grenade that you pulled the pin out of, and it's an anatomical like atom bomb that's ready to fucking just right, and you don't have plans on how you're gonna look next. So why are we not helping me? I just want one guy. I didn't ask you for your money, your land, your people. I didn't ask you for crazy shit. I just want his cock and to sit on it and be happy. It's really that simple. It's what we planned for in terraforming. I don't know why humans overcomplicate simple.